Hi, this is Trev. Welcome to my blog. I've had an extremely exciting week this week. Lots of exciting things going on. I'll tell you more about it after this short and neat video. Short and neat. So what's it all about, this short and neat video? Well, it's all about something I do on quite a regular basis. Put lips on panels. Lots of people want to know about lips, and this is all about making a lip as wide as you like. You could have it an inch wide, or you could have it 10 inches wide. It really doesn't matter. Using this principle, you're gonna have to fill in the blanks on this one, because this was a fly on the wall at work kind of thing, but no doubt soon I will be doing blow by blow tutorials on this kind of thing. So here's the lip that I took off that someone else has done a repair on at some stage. As you can see, it's been overlapped, heat distortion, and the lip is just made up of lots of little sections that have been welded along the edge as well, if you can see. So there's nothing good about this repair as far as I'm concerned. So hand beaten up a new section. This is to go on the front panel of a car, mostly hand beaten. I did put it through the wheel just to straighten it out. So this is our spare piece of metal that I'm going to use as an example. So I'm going to put it through a bead roller with a step on the top and a bead on the bottom. The bead dies and the step dies on the top, and then what happens is, on the Sharpie line, that step roller lines up with the Sharpie line, and then when you bead roll that steel through like that, where the stepped anvil is on the top, it forms a real harsh 90-degree bend, so a real neat fold. And then of course the bottom roller is curved, so it's put in a rolled one in second, which actually presses the first one in really nicely. You only have to run it through once, and then that second rounded off one is ever so easily removed just with a panel hammer and dolly. So I'm just offering it up there to the front panel to see where I needed to cut. I'll put a 10mm little lip along there, which I've just straightened up with a shrinker stretcher. Now I can put a very, very wide lip along there, as wide as I like. We need a 3-inch lip along this one. So like I say, use the shrinker stretcher coming up next week. And I'm going to use an Artec TIG welder to weld the two sections together so that we can form a nice, seamless, invisible repair. Full tutorials coming on this kind of thing shortly. As you can see, the lip can be as wide as it possibly wants to be, no problems at all, no distortion to the panel itself. So I formed a 3-inch lip there without distorting the outer panel, because the whole point of it is, when you put a very wide lip on a panel, what you have to do then is distort the hell out of the panel you've just made up. You ruin your work by putting a wide lip in. If you put a 10mm lip in and then weld another piece of metal to it after the fold, then with a seamless repair you can't tell the difference, and that fits lovely. Just lining it up on the inside so I can go along with a Sharpie, mark it off, and then cut it to the correct profile. So with the correct profile established, I can now weld this to the car. I've got a little bit of rot around the headlight section, which I've also got to address. There it is, you can see some holes in it. Hadn't seen that to start with, but then of course you start grinding it up. And this little section here was made using just the shrinker stretcher. And that's one piece of metal just ran through the shrinker stretcher. I will be doing a tutorial on this next week, how you can make things with a shrinker stretcher. So with the panel removed, all I've got to do is weld in the new section to complete the repair, like that. Doesn't it look great? Very happy with this one. course, looks completely seamless. Made a very nice job of it. Hardly any filler needed. Well, I really hope you got something out of that and found it useful and entertaining, of course. Well, I've been absolutely bursting to tell you my news. I was contacted by the welding company Artec earlier this week, and they asked me if I'd be interested in them doing a feature for their website on myself. Unbelievable. Yes, please. That sounds tremendous fun. So a lovely lady called Jeanette, who runs their social media side of the company, came round and interviewed me, took pictures. We talked about Race and Restoration, the company that I work at, which you saw this video being shot in, of course. And we talked about my van and, of course, the YouTube channel. And we also talked a little bit about welding as well. Anyway, at the end of the interview, Jeanette turned around to me and she said, "I'd just like to say that Artec would be interested in actually giving you a welder of your choice." Excuse me? Baking soda? Yes! Incredible! So, yes, of course, that would be absolutely fantastic. She also said to me, "If there's anything else we can help you with, Trev, just let us know." So off she went anyway. And then I kicked myself because I didn't get any video of her, you know, with us having a chat and a cup of tea and a biscuit, not a three-course meal. The day after the interview that I had with Jeanette, the welder was supposed to be coming out and there was some mess up with the courier. So I got a phone call off Artec and I spoke to a guy called Daz, who's actually Jeanette's husband. And they both work for the same company, and he said, "You know what, Trev, I'm just going to drop it round later." So I turned the camera on him instead. And got some footage of him having a good old drool over the van, and he dropped the welder off, everything else. So thank you very much, Daz. Real nice to meet you guys. So why did I specifically want this welder? I chose this welder because it's exactly the same one that we use at work. So any of the ones that you've seen in the video footage from work, I've got exactly the same welder because of familiarity. I didn't want the welder with just the big knob on the front. Big knobs. I wanted the analog one with the multiple knobs, and that's why I chose that. It's just personal preference. Maybe if I'd had the other one, then I'd have got used to it and I'd have preferred that one over that one, but it's just, you know, familiar ground to me, so that's why I chose that welder, and I know that it's going to do the things I want it to do, and I'm quite used to the setup, so that's why I went for that. So the other reason as well is I was looking at the prices of different welders. You know, once I decided I was going to up the whole YouTube game, I needed more equipment. I knew I was going to have to buy a TIG welder if I was going to carry on making the tutorials and doing the projects that I want to do, because there's no point going along in a level sort of pitch, is there? Might as well sort of think, well, I'm going to do more clever things, make things more interesting for people to watch, and that's why I wanted a TIG welder. So I was looking at price point. A lot of people were telling me about different welders that are available on places like Amazon and eBay and everything else, and I was kind of looking at them, and the way I look at it is, if I can make a huge saving, and because I've not got huge amounts of you know, money to throw at things, I want quite a lot of different tools. So there's always, you know, you're always sort of thinking to yourself, how can I make a financial saving? But the way I look at it is, if something costs, say, 10 times more, then I'll consider it, even if it's of slightly lesser quality. And what I'm saying is, like, my spot welder that I bought was 240 quid. I bought an Italian spot welder with no tools for about £1,200. So you see what I'm saying? 240 quid to 1,200 quid, probably no tools with that either. And you know, it's got to be worth taking a gamble. Now with the Artec price point, I was looking at the other welders, and I was looking at other stuff that was probably around about 200, maybe £300 less. The problem is, a lot of them didn't come with a foot pedal. Now if you're going to do aluminium welding, which is what I intend to do, some aluminium welding, you really could use a foot pedal, which means that either the machine won't work with the foot pedal, or you've got to buy something, you know, and this comes with a foot pedal. So that was, straight away, that was a massive plus point. And the other thing that's more important than any of that is the Artec warranty, because if that machine goes wrong in the first 3 years of you owning it, Artec will pick it up free of charge, take it back to HQ, and they've got technicians that will fix it. Now, how many other welders that you would buy off eBay or Amazon, you know, that have come from China or Germany or somewhere like that, how many others would be able to offer that kind of service? I don't know how many, but I'm guessing you're probably going to be in trouble there if something went wrong. So that's, you know, that was really why I definitely wanted an Artec welder, for those sort of two main reasons really. Anyway, I'd just like to say huge thanks from Rob from Extreme, because he works on the same industrial estate as Artec, because he uses the Artec plasma cutters on his table that he's given me, the CNC machine, and so he sort of mentioned them to me, and thanks very much, Rob. Most appreciated. And also John from Double Boost put a word in for me, I believe, as well. So thanks very much, John. Much appreciated. And a few other people probably have besides. And because lots of people have been commenting on my videos and saying about Artec and stuff. And they sort of know somebody that works there, so they put a word in. So if I've missed you out, I'm sorry. But thank you very much anyway. The only thing those guys would let me pay for is an argon bottle. So thank you very much. They even get me a helmet and a lightweight torch with a flexible lead. So thank you very much. And that bottle is down to you guys. Your contributions, the people that bought the hammers, and even watching the adverts have all helped pay for that bottle. So thank you very much. So videos for the immediate future using the TIG welder are going to be, I'm carrying on with this panel manufacturing thing, so I'm going to be welding the panels together. I'm also going to do some tutorials on how I use the TIG welder. If you like the results I get with the TIG welder on the videos that you've seen, then I'm going to show you how to set that welder up and how well you can weld like I do. You know, if you like my results, then you might want to tune in for those. So that's going to be for the immediate future. For the long-term future, I'd really love to get involved in some more interesting projects, something like Matt Urch's mongrel, something like that, where I'm going to have to be doing lots and lots of panel manufacturing, but something not the same as the mongrel, but something that's going to be as interesting to people to watch. So that's very much how it's going to go. The shrinker stretcher has arrived and it is complete this time round, so that's going to be the topic of my next video. I'm going to show you how to use the tool, and you're going to be blown away. If you've never seen anything like it, you're going to be blown away by the possibilities of having a machine like that, the things that you can accomplish, the shapes that you can put into a flat piece of steel with just the light pressure of your foot in those jaws, and that'll be something to behold for next time round. Have I left anything out? Yes, I have. I would just like to give away an Artec mug and an Artec pen. You got your pen, Mickey love. So I'll give this away. All you've got to do, answers in the comment section, not via email, in the comment section. What is the make and model of the welder that I've just been given? So I would like to know the model as well, and just put that in the comment section. I'll pick a winner at random next time round, and I'll post this mug off to you free of charge, of course, at my own costs. And I shall say, until next time, bye for now.